Hi all, today we are going to discuss about aggregate queries in Salesforce. So what is an aggregate query and what is the need for it? So whenever there is a requirement for us like I, I want to summarize data of all the opportunities up until this date, or otherwise what is the maximum amount generated on this month, and what is the minimum amount, what is the average of all the opportunities which are generated between so and so date. If this type of requirement is there, then we go for an aggregate query. So normal query, like if you are writing a query on an object, SOQL query on an object, it will get, if you are does not limit it to one, it will generate a collection of records. So we take a list of those S object or custom object, will and that is we are storing it in the list. But actually, when you are querying in the aggregate queries, it does not generate an as object, it generates a collection of aggregate functions. From that aggregate functions, we have to iterate one on one, and we have to fetch the data what we want to. So that is how we have to work with that aggregate functions. Let's start working with that aggregate functions. It is not possible for us to write in the IDE, that is in the query editor of this IDE. So I work with that anonymous window. Let's open that. Let's see, this is the anonymous window. I open this one. I already wrote the code for the aggregate queries. Let's copy and paste the query. That this is the aggregate query. So let's see what I said earlier. Aggregate result. Aggregate result is the record which stores the result of an aggregate query. So here, if you see carefully, we in that opportunity we have an amount field. We are taking this amount field and making some function. It supports some functions like sum, minimum, and maximum also we have. Let's take the max of amount field. Amount is the field in the opportunity, and here is the alias name. Here alias name. Now fetch this data. What it is, what we are saying from debug. Then this aggregate result on S object supports this get function. Get get which one? Write the alias name. Uh, Take another one. We have three summarize values. No, take the min is there, max is there. Now execute this query. Let's see what we get. Open this query. Debug only. So you can see that this is the minimum of all the opportunities I have in my database, that is in my R, and here is the sum of all the opportunities. You can see here, and maximum of all the opportunities, that is like it is a 25 lakhs. I hope so. So this is the data we can get by using this aggregate results. And let's suppose uh, if you want to fetch the data, see here in the opportunity we have stages. Depending upon the stages, if you want to get the minimum maximum values, then how can we do? By using the same thing. we use the group by. When you are when you group by these aggregate functions within field, you will get a multiple aggregate results. Depends upon the stage. For every stage, we are grouping and taking summon maximum minimum to that group values. So the query result segregated depends upon the group, and for every group it sums, it do the aggregate functions. Let's do what I am saying. We will understand. Now take the stage name, and here group by group by stage name. Now copy and paste the same previous example here, and here I will add another one. Sorry, first we have to write the for loop, because it is not a single record. No, we get we will get the summarized data. It depends upon the stage values. So use this one here, this here, and take the aggregate result collection here. So here what I am doing, this is the collection of aggregate result, and I am fetching every collection record, that is aggregate result record, from the each and every one, and doing this operation. Here stage, let's see, skip this one at present and try to fetch the data by doing so. Execute, highlight. What is the error it is showing? Group by stage, group by stage. I think I does not write the query correctly. Let's see. Yes. Aggregate result, select stage name and to group by stage name. That's it now. Let's do copy and paste this one. It was not working. Let's try to execute this one. Duplicate field, stage name, group by stage name. Okay. Let's see what we got. So you can see here some minimum, some minimum, some minimum. Depend upon the stages, we will got this data. So this is how we will work with data aggregate results. So this is what I want to explain in this video. Thank you.